as they appear on a standard QWERTY keyboard, but in reverse.
Who be coming up with these ciphers, Cuddy? It's every letter on the keyboard but reverse? Bro, how unemployed do you have to be to come up with this? How bored do you have to be? Like, genuinely, who comes up with this?
Cause of death for both being suicide.
Niggas crazy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm in this bitch, man.
Fellas, it is a very J. Cole afternoon, dog. I'm not gonna lie. I've been bumping this song since I woke up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Come on now.
My intuition
is telling me there'll be better days. Let me eat my gushers too, Cuddy. It's a gushers type of mood, bro.
Yeah.
My gushers! Telling me there'll be better days. Hey, fellas, you want to know what adulthood is like? It's eating gushers and listening to J. Cole at 12 o'clock. Got a new gun, this one don't run out of ammo. Lately been working on my handles. Can I bark? I'm a star and remain myself. If I fall, dust it off and regain myself. Fuck them all. You don't know all the pain I felt. I'm in awe. After all the fame I felt, I evolve. I no longer battle demons. I've been the vessel for truth until I'm barely screaming. I'm singing. Ready? Hold on. Life is but up. Oh, I messed it up now! Sing. Hold on. One. Life is all about the evolution. Back a little. Ooh! Wait. You can dream, but don't neglect the execution. Oh, America's Got Talent. Can he bring me Simon Cowell? Time is short, that's what somebody told me. Yeah. I hit that game. Come on. Hey. Too short to be following your homies. Cuddy, I got them chords, bro. I've got the vocal chords, Cuddy. Daniel Caesar, move aside, bro. Malcolm Todd, move, bro. Move. I'm here now. Like that one Bill Simmons meme, Cuddy. LeBron, we don't need you. We got Ben Simmons. But fellas, we got an interesting video. I chose this primarily because I thought the thumbnail was really funny. But we got Minecraft's deadliest rabbit hole and someone's Minecraft character getting his brains blown out. Yeah, he pulling a Kurt Cobain on us really early. But this is done by Andre the Great. All right, I deadass had to open another tab just so like, you know, y'all can see the thumbnail. But fellas, I'm excited. Lock it. This is an ARG, by the way. Oh wait, I'm afraid of heights.
January 3rd, 2016. The fateful day that a player who goes by the name Verano360 would join a Minecraft server he found on the forums. Okay. Unbeknownst to him, however, this action was his first step in a massive investigation, one that would lead down a rabbit hole unlike any other.
He joined the SMP Live server, bitch.
Would ultimately lead to his mysterious disappearance. And it all starts with a single YouTube channel, Unlimited Archive. As you probably guessed from the name, it's an archive channel that re-uploads videos from older deleted channels. The videos we're interested in are these ones, all of which are specified in the description as originating from a channel called Verano3.
Hold on, what, is my quality down? Why is it quality? Okay, 1080p. No, dude, is it just me or the quality looks kind of off? Maybe it's me, cause my map like the PS4, bro. They're trying to run rivals. You know what? It might just be my MacBook.
60, which no longer exists.
I hate this stupid, bro. I was gonna say the sense, but like reference to this, but I know motherfuckers be clipping shit out of context. But this stupid loading animal screen, bro, be getting on my nerves, bro. This page isn't available. Sorry about that. Try searching for something else. Suck my... Let me chill out, bro. I don't want to cuss this much this early, dog.
Yet, fragments of what once was linger on for us to see.
Alright, bet. Ooh, this editing's amazing, bro. Why is there a car here? Why does he get ran over? Or he gets kidnapped, dude. He said the wrong thing on a server. Could he put him in a truck and drove off?
There are only 5 videos available on this channel. 3 of which take place on a Minecraft server and the last 2 taking place in the real world. Of these 5 videos, this one is the most important, being the final video uploaded by the Verano360 channel according to Unlimited Archive. This video is unique as well. The other 4 videos have no particular specifications in the description, but this one is apparently a salvaged live stream rather than a recording. The video starts in Verano's car. It's pitch black and impossible to see where he's going, but he stops at what appears to be a park or recreational center. He gets out of his car, starts walking, and then this happens.
I guess jump scared? Is that his car or is that God? I don't know. Is God a Subaru? My man ain't got no speed. You about to turn around that mug, hawking them down, bro, like LeBron on a chase down, bro. I don't even. What is this? Get out of my face, bruh.
The video seems to have ended when the phone hit the ground or something else, so it likely broke and automatically ended the live stream.
Oh.
But what just happened? He started panicking as soon as he saw the car headlights turn on and started sprinting when the car door shut. So who is this and why are they after Verano? And why would Verano be afraid of them? And more importantly, what happened to him?
I mean, I'm eating a goddamn Nature Valley protein salted caramel nut shake. Or I'll cut to when I swallow. Alright, there we go. I mean, to be fair, I would run too if like a random man is hawking me down after like, getting out of his car. I would have run too. What you want? Why is he afraid of them? Bro, he's running at him in the middle of the night in the park when he's supposed to be by himself. I'd be scared too, buddy. It's a miracle he wasn't afraid.
It appears that he was being chased and either tripped on something or was tackled based on how the video ended. This is supposedly the last video he ever uploaded, so where did he go? Well, that's the big question. Verano360 is missing or dead, and we're here to figure out why. And hopefully...
Sorry, dude. The Minecraft is throwing me off, dog. Like, the Minecraft skin characters. Like... I know it's a Minecraft ARG, but it's so funny to me. We're gonna figure out the bottom of this as the guy's talking via, like, a Minecraft skin. Like, dog. I just imagine your sibling, partner, mother, father, uncle, whatever the case may be. Imagine someone close to you died tragically or went missing, right? And some dude is covering it on Minecraft. And, like, you see a Minecraft skin just talking about it, bro. The brutality of how, like, gruesome the case was. It's just a Minecraft skin. I love these, bro.
Here to figure out why.
Yeah!
And hopefully, something he uploaded can help us do that. So, let's go back to the start. The first video he ever uploaded on January 3rd, 2016, as we can see from the title. This one has retained its original description unlike the rest. It says that the original video's description said that the recording takes place on a public server he found on a forum page. It wasn't very popular, but he decided to give it a shot in the hopes that a smaller server would be more laid back. The video itself isn't very remarkable.
Gets kidnapped. Very laid back indeed.
The gameplay is completely standard, and the only out of the ordinary aspect is that he clearly isn't very good at using OBS. In chat,
damn! This is kind of heinous, though. I remember them days, Cuddy. I remember when I didn't know how to work OBS, bruh.
There's also a conversation between someone named Quacky450 and AB Cyber. Cyber asks Quacky if he wants to talk, and Quacky says yes, but only in private due to Verano joining. Near the end, Verano also asks where he should build a base, and someone named Xskizro offers to let him build near his base. After that, Verano sets up a basic hut and ends the recording. Although we didn't learn much from this video, there are 4 people in the picture now. Verano himself, Skizro, Cyber, and Quacky. It's possible none of them are related to what happened to Verano, but it's also possible that they are. Quacky and Cyber were having some kind of secret conversation, so knowing what that is could be useful, but there's nothing to suggest it relates to Verano just yet.
That's true.
However, the second video contains significantly more information. The gameplay is nothing special. Verano...
God damn. This gameplay's nothing. You know, it's ass. I know he doesn't mean it that way, but like, it's funny, dog. This gameplay, pretty shit, but regardless.
Continues to build for a while, but then Skizro messages him out of nowhere, and they have a very odd conversation.
Whispers.
You're new, right? Yeah, I joined yesterday. Why? Be careful.
Huh? with, dog? What you mean be careful? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm joining a Minecraft server and someone told me to be careful, dog, I'm leaving that junk on the spot. These guys messing with some dark web stuff, bro. I'm about to see my data and like me sleeping on some weird internet forums, dog. And someone's beating his shit, dog. I'm about to see it, bro. I'm calling it, bro.
Huh? This server's sketchy. My friend used to play on it with me, but he randomly stopped.
Why are you still playing on it? I ain't gonna lie. Skizro is like, he's the #1 suspect, dog. What do you mean? My friend used to play on it with me, but he randomly stopped.
You know people quit servers, right? I don't mean he stopped playing, he also stopped talking and responding to messages entirely.
Dude, he died.
I have no clue what's going on.
He in the Golden Freddy pose right now, bro.
Well, that's strange. It started after he joined. I don't know what it is, but someone on the server, they were talking to him a ton. And after that, he just went inactive all over. Yeah, that's strange, but I don't know if that's related. I'm being honest, his in-game name, it was kind of breezy. He's been offline everything ever since a few weeks ago. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
He just got a job. That's also facts. If I'm Verano, I don't know what he's talking about, bruh. Why are you venting to me about your friend ghosting you? Why are you venting to me? Are you trying to warn me? But even then, you're on the server too, and you probably, this man Schizo had something to do, bro. He's in cahoots with the main villain, not the actual guy. I feel like he's like an underling, like an assistant, right? On some like Minions type of timing, while the other guy is like Gru, you feel me? That's what I feel like it is. That's what I feel like the timing is on. But bruh, I ain't gonna lie, Skidrow is pissing me off. You over here wanting to vent to me about your bro ditching you, Cuddy. He probably got a job. He probably got a job, gang. He probably got a job. That's why you're not on no more. But you over here unemployed, want to play these games all by yourself, Cuddy. No job, no hobbies, no school, no money, no motion. And you over here being a bum. Leave him alone, Cuddy. Dang. Getting on my nerves. No, I'll be honest, he's probably dead. No trolling, he's probably dead, bro.
After that, Verano invites Skizro to help him build, seeing as he's building right next to him, and they do that for the rest of the video. The last thing they say before the video ends is this. Okay, I gotta go. Do you want to build more tomorrow? Yeah, sure. Alright, same time? I'm free then. Yeah, I'll be on. Okay, see ya. So now there's another new person.
Kinda breezy. Well, I want to say another one, you know, he's missing. But, you know, yeah.
But what's going on with him?
He's dead.
According to Skizro, he randomly disappeared and has been unresponsive for multiple weeks. So
the bundle with Spectrum One saves us at least $100 a month. The plan was inexpensive, and it stayed inexpensive.
She's a payday. Spectrum, wait! Ah! Spectrum almost took me out, bro. I had to win the gulag.
Why? He suggested it might be due to someone on the server he was talking to, but Verano thinks it's just a case of someone getting bored. But if Skizro...
Dog. That granola bar went down the wrong hole, bitch. Hoodie do pot. Shut up, bruh. Shut the. Not now. Think I'm good now. Not bad.
...was right, then who is this mystery person Breezy was talking to, and where did Breezy go?
Did he?
If he was simply not playing, Verano would have a stronger case. But ghosting people doesn't really fall in line with someone just being bored, especially for weeks on end. And this person he was talking to, who was it? If Breezy did in fact go missing, perhaps it was them, and Verano went missing the same way. So we have a prime suspect, but we don't know who it is. However, it's still a good lead, because if it's true, then it's someone on the server.
Ooh. Who y'all got? Low-key, I don't think it'd be Quackity. I feel like Quackity will be like a compliance. Who is this? Who are these two?
As for Verano's third video, it's nothing. I mean, literally, it's just gameplay on the server while nobody else is online.
Nah, I know y'all ARGs far too well, bro. I'm on my Batman type of timing, Cuddy. There's about to be something crazy in the background, like an obvious clue. Watch, bro. Like after like 10 minutes pass, there actually was something in the third video. It was a massive clue. It just flat out states Quackity killed everyone. Oh. How did we miss that? Okay.
He never says anything. But he seems to at this point just be recording a Let's Play, so that's not really out of character. This video was where things take a turn. According to the title, this would have been recorded right before the other video we saw, and he's once again recording from his car at night.
Too late.
Cuddy, that's me, bruh. He just like me for real, Cuddy. That's twin. Twin. Twin.
Got it on CD recently.
Drake?
It's pretty dope.
Wait, when does it take place? 2016? CDs in 2016? Oh my goodness, what a time, bro. 2016 was almost 10 years ago. I'm old.
Going over
Star 67, which is probably one of my...
6 1 hoodie dude! 6 1 hoodie dude! He said the thing! 6 7! If you find 6 7 jokes unironically funny, I hate you. Not really. I do kind of find them. I do kind of find them a little entertaining. They get a little smile out of me. But if you say those on my stream, Cuddy, you're banned. 6 7!
In my opinion, one of the best songs on the album, if not one of his best songs overall. Jungle is also really good.
The album he's reviewing may or may not be a coincidence.
If you're reading
this, it's too late.
Yeah, I get it, 'cause he's probably dead.
Right before he goes missing and is chased by a mystery figure. That seems a little too deliberate to be a coincidence. But if that is the case, then how did Verano know something bad was going to happen and record a video in advance? What's even the point? Well, you probably noticed the point. This piece of paper. It's only on screen for a brief moment, but it's obviously
I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was a fortune cookie.
intentional.
My
The link on the
bad ass.
paper doesn't seem to lead anywhere, and that's because it's encrypted by a cipher. The
Naturally, which one?
link specifically is encoded using a substitution cipher, which basically means that every letter of the regular alphabet is swapped with a different letter. Essentially, it just uses a different alphabet. The alphabet it uses is called a key, and the key for this cipher is this. It's just the alphabet backwards.
Oh.
If we use this key and substitute each letter of the link back to the regular alphabet, Z changes to A, Y changes to B, and so on, we can see a regular link. If we follow it, it leads to a Google document containing a multitude of other videos. But why would Verano hide the rest of his Let's Play? And why would he do an album review right before going missing to suggest that he knows it's about to happen? Something happened between the time he joined the server and now, but what is it?
What did he uncover, bro?
Well, Verano hid these recordings for a reason, and maybe that reason has something to do with his disappearance. But the only way to find out is to follow him down the rabbit hole.
I bet. I wish we could, but we got another ad from who? Who? I need some water. But this man Verano, what did he uncover, dog? Hold on. The moon isn't real. That's what he figured out.
In this document, there are 5 videos in total, all of which occur on the server. The last 3 videos on the server took place between January 3rd, 2016 and January 5th, 2016.
Okay.
And these 6 videos take place between January 7th and January 15th. The first video in the document takes place a day after the last gameplay video is uploaded to Unlimited Archive, and starts in the middle of a conversation between a new person, LuvidXD and Cyber.
Lufit.
Once again, it seems to be a pretty secretive conversation. Cyber says, "It works, trust me. We can talk about it more later or in messages." Luvid then says he has to go, and Cyber tells him to try it out. This is the second time a conversation has happened with Cyber and somebody else where they intentionally avoid specific details because of Verano being online. But for the time being, it's hard to say why that is, but it's probably just because he's new.
Watch Verano be a massive narc.
After a bit, Verano asks Cyber if he's seen Skizzer online. As the last time we saw him, he said he would be on again soon, but he hasn't been online in a few days. Cyber says this: he's just busy. Not that unusual if you know him. Verano wonders if he's sure.
Oh, sorry, big dog.
And Cyber says they're friends, which is valid proof for his claims. A while after that, another new person enters the picture. Wheezy Baby. A little after he joins, Verano asks him the same question that he did Cyber. But this time, Wheezy gives him a much more concerned response. This is how the conversation went.
Okay.
Have you seen Skizzer recently? No, I don't know where he is. Do you know him at all? Yeah, he's my best friend. Oh, for real? I don't know what's going on. He's completely silent, even on other games. He hasn't ever gone this long without responding to me. Oh, do you know him in real life? Yeah, he hasn't responded online or in real life.
Oh wait, how has he not responded IRL? Could he go to his crib?
I don't know what's going on. Dang, that's strange. If you hear from him, let me know. Okay. After that conversation, nothing of note happens for the rest of the video, and then it ends. This conversation is very strange though, and the things Wheezy describes about Skizero line up a lot with how Skizero described his friend Breezy. However, the time difference between when they went inactive is a lot different. So it's possible Skizero really is just busy, but that doesn't explain the conflicting stories. Cyber seems confident that Skizero was just busy, whereas Wheezy seems to think that something bad has happened to him. So why the confusion? They both claim to be his friend, and yet they both have completely different feelings about him ghosting them for a few days.
Quiz him on Skizero. To be fair, actually no, because Verano doesn't know anything about Skizero either. Okay, I'm liking this. Fellas, who are we trusting though? Low-key, I don't know. I feel like Wheezy Baby I would I'm trying to think. I feel like Wheezy Baby I trust more.
There are 3 different possibilities here. One, Skizro is intentionally giving them different information to get different reactions
I
out
didn't
of
even think about that. That's
them
true.
for
Okay.
some unknown reason. Two, Cyber's lying and trying to downplay Skizro's random absence. Or three, Wheezy is doing the opposite and is being overly dramatic about his absence, either intentionally or not. All of them are possible, but we don't have a clear motive for any of them. And regardless, it's still concerning how many parallels there are between Breezy's disappearance and Skizro's.
Imagine the motive for this was because like Skizro's house just sucked ass.
The main thing we need to know now are why Breezy went missing, and if we don't see Skizro again soon, why he went missing as well. But that's all the information we can get from this video. So let's go over to video 5.
Ah! I wish we could go into video 5, but no, we got an ad. We got a Sapphire ad.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
I burped. We got 2 unskippable ads, fellas. What's this one? She's aura farming.
If you have tried multiple oral antidepressants,
Oh.
This video is one of the longer ones,
Okay, bet.
being a little over 30 minutes long.
Damn!
It starts as per usual, with Verano logging on and
Dude, I don't. This be catching me so off guard, bro.
simply playing survival.
Okay.
A few seconds after that, Cyber joins and says, Wheezy, do you have messages on? Wheezy says he does, and a little while after that, Verano asks them if they've heard from Skizro yet.
She's dead, bro.
Cyber says he hasn't, and then Verano presses him about the contradictory stories. Wheezy says this. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yesterday I was thinking of someone else, not Skizro. Verano is confused by that, reasonably so, and Wheezy follows
They're
up
in cahoots, Scotty!
with, I don't know much about him. I was just thinking of a different person. Sorry.
What the? Is this like. Is this hazing? This is like a frat, dude.
Verano almost presses him further, but decides not to, and then asks Cyber if he's heard from him, to which he once again says no, but to just give Skizro some time and he'll be back.
Bro, are they murdering these like random people by like on a whim? Dude, these Minecraft trials go crazy.
After that, not much happens for a while. But then Cyber randomly mentions that Breezy went to join a different server, and Skizro simply went with him because they were friends, and that's why they both disappeared. Nothing happens for about 10 minutes after that. But then Verano goes to put some sugarcane away and notices a secret passage under this chest,
He got absorbed into the game. Could he run into the server, like,
and
bro?
goes to investigate. Underneath is a tunnel, but before he can get to the end, the server crashes. Once he logs back in, he gets to the end to find a room with 9 signs, all of which simply say null on every line. He also digs around a while, presumably looking for more secrets,
Like the Symbiote King?
but there's nothing. On his way out, he also gets a random message from Cyber about needing help at his base, and Verano agrees to come over after getting some directions. However, on his way out of the base, the sign for his house and other signs around the base all say null. After that, essentially nothing happens for the rest of the video. And then Verano leaves, asking Cyber if he needs any more help. After that, the video ends. Just about nothing in this video made any sense. First off, the conversation between Verano, Cyber, and Wheezy. Their contradictory stories were already confusing, but now Wheezy has done a complete 180.
Yeah.
Claiming to not even know Skizro and that he was just talking about a different person the entire time during
Damn, could he fake his crap? Could he? Golly. Nah, I don't know him, Briannis.
their previous conversation. Verano specifically mentioned Skizro's name.
Right.
So it seems pretty unlikely that it was really just a misunderstanding. But if it was an intentional redirect, then why would Wheezy want Verano to believe he was lying before? At this point, we simply don't know.
Well, maybe he was lying. 'Cause maybe Cypher's the main one that's actually like the killer, dog. And Weezy didn't want to alarm him that he knew. Because, you know, hold on.
It was an intentional redirect.
If the truth is, I know Skizro. I don't know where he is. I was telling the truth, but I was on Whispers. This right here was on Whispers. This right here was on a public messaging. So low key, Cypher might be the op, bruh.
No.
I caught
Nobody
ya.
has any clear motive, and Cyber told Verano that Breezy simply left to join a different server, and Skizro followed to do the same.
Like, y'all notice Cypher's the one bringing up other people first, telling them, like, hey, this, they did that in the third, this, they did that in the third. It's Cypher, Cuddy. I caught you, bruh. It's you. It's you. It's you.
At this point, everyone seems accounted for.
No, they're dead. Skizro and Breezy are like 6 feet under, dog. They're worm food.
But that doesn't explain the ghost.
I ain't gonna lie, Breezy. This skin is trash. Cuddy, are them cargo shorts? With a belt? With a beach blazer shirt type of thingy? I ain't gonna lie, Breezy had to go.
Explain the ghosting or Verano's future disappearance. It also doesn't explain what happened to the signs on the server. Right around the middle of the video, the server crashes, and all of the signs we see from then on have all been wiped. Was this server crash caused by some bugs, or was there something in this room that someone didn't want Verano to see?
It was me.
Someone on the server is up to something. But who, what, and more importantly, why, are all still to be determined. But there have just been too many suspicious things going on in such a short time to simply call it a coincidence. However,
Right.
that seems to be all the information we can get out of this video, as everything else seems to be pretty typical multiplayer gameplay. So let's move on to the next video. This video starts back at Cyber's base where Verano left off in the last one, and he returns back to his base to play as he usually does. But shortly after he returns, he decides to start a conversation with Savalet 1,
Who is Savalet 1?
the only other person online. Savalet is
I've never met Savalet 1. Is he even in the crew?
confused at first, but Verano explains that there is, or used to be before the signs were wiped, a base near him on which there is a sign bearing Breezy's name. Savalet says he doesn't play anymore. Verano asks why, but Savalet has the same information we do. Cyber also told him that Breezy went to join a different server. Verano also asks him if Breezy knew
But he said ABC Cipher. No, bruh. Okay.
anyone on the server, and he says he knew Skizro, and that Skizro likely followed him to another server like Cyber said. Verano also asks for Breezy's name, to which Savalet says that Skizro used to call him Sean. After that, there's
What do you mean used to call him Sean sometimes?
nothing of note for the rest of the video. So, what does all of this mean? Well, with current context, I don't know. However, there
What you mean you don't know, Cuddy? You the breakdown guy. It's like Mr. Fantastic, bruh. Are we safe? I don't know. What?
are still conclusions to draw. For one, the widespread conclusion among the server members seems
Is that they all left the server?
to
Okay.
be that both
And
Breezy
join a
and
new one.
Skizro simply quit playing. However, that seems too simple to be right and doesn't explain the ghosting. However, it seems that Verano is trying to figure out what happened to them as well. My guess is he simply wants to do a little checkup to see if they're alright. If he's able to contact them in future videos, that would shine a lot of light on this mystery, as they would be able to explain what happened and why there have been contradicting stories, and why they were completely radio silent. However, the only way to find out is to keep moving forward. The 7th video starts as per usual, but Verano has significantly less food than he had when he ended the last video, suggesting that he
was
did some
playing before.
exploring off camera.
Yeah.
As soon as the video starts, he instantly starts running somewhere, and on his way, he for some reason grabs wood and crafts a bunch of signs. After a few minutes, he arrives
Did
at
Noel
Weezy's
get him?
base and starts talking to him through signs rather than chat, and tells Weezy to do the same. The conversation goes like this. Have you seen Skizro? Don't type in chat. I told you, I don't know him. I know you're lying.
No, Cuddy. No, Weezy. Come on, Weezy. Join the right side.
Do you know his name? It's the truth. His name is X Skizro. I mean his real name. And
Break the
I know
programming.
you're lying. I told you, I don't know. Just tell me. I promise it's important. James, are you sure you don't know anything else? His full name? Yeah,
Yes, Cuddy. Hurry up. Type.
James Arlert Steele. Okay. Thank you.
Where did Sean come from?
promise this is for a good reason. After that,
Doxes him. Verano instantly steals all his info.
Verano makes his way home, and on the way, Luffy randomly gets an advancement he's already gotten before. But he seems to think that the server crash from a few days ago was the cause. Once he gets home, Verano ends the video. It seems though that our theory from before, that Verano is trying to contact Skizro and Breezy, is probably true. I don't see
No, duh.
why else you'd be interested in Skizro's full name. However, this is the second time
Oh, James Skizro's full name. My dumbass.
Weezy's story is flipped. First, he's Skizro's worried friend. Then he's thinking of someone else. Then he's Skizro's friend again. It's hard
Maybe he has maybe he's like Dory. You know, Weezy Baby's Dory.
to know which version is true or why he keeps changing it. It's possible that Skizro was just lying about not knowing him to calm everyone down. Or it's possible he was telling the truth, and him giving Verano a name was just his way to get him out of his house. Verano's motive to find out the reason for Skizro and Breezy going inactive is likely just that he wants to know that they're okay. Weezy, on the other hand, is more confusing. Why is he flipping stories? Is it because he really is his friend and doesn't want people to worry, or because he isn't and wanted Verano to just leave him alone?
I would say maybe he's afraid of ending up like of Skizro and Breezy.
Also, why was Verano using signs? The only reasonable justification to do that is if he was trying to hide the conversation from someone so that it doesn't show up in chat
Cipher.
or server
He's trying to hide from Cipher.
logs. There's only one video left, and yet we still have a lot of questions to answer. Like, what's going on with Weezy? What are the results
Dead.
of Verano's attempt to contact Skizro and Breezy?
Oh, Skizro. Okay, Weezy and Breezy are kind of messing me up, dog. I keep
If the
forgetting.
conversation between Cyber, Quacky, and Luffy are significant or not, and why Cyber and Weezy had conflicting stories at one point.
And why is Hoodie Doo broke? That's another great question we gotta ask.
It's a lot, but hopefully this last video has the answers.
Why don't it just be like a 5-hour session of him mining? Just deep mining. I love ads.
I am so honored to be a part of Maybelline. I
I
remember
forgot about Miley Cyrus.
singing Maybe It's Maybelline when
I don't care, respectfully. I'm glad you're doing better, though.
This
I'm saying that she's watching the video. She's comments. Thank you.
video is odd right off the bat. and Verano joins when nobody else is online.
Okay.
And for the entire duration of the video, he doesn't really do anything. He just goes off into the woods and digs a hole to go mining. But that's what it's meant to seem like. There's something strange playing in the music. Take a listen.
Yeah, it's like a little. I thought I was gonna listen to it like some Yachty or something, bro. That's a real crime. Yeah, I can hear it. It's like faint.
If you've ever seen my videos before, you probably know that this is a spectrogram, a way that sound is translated into an image. If we translate the audio of this video into a spectrogram,
Dude, that's so cool. What do my videos look like in a spectrogram?
we can see a Google Doc link.
I hike you want to see. Hold on. Fellas, I am now an artist. Alright, there we go.
The problem is, the link leads to a document that just shows one massive random line of letters and numbers.
It's in code, isn't it?
Or at least, that's what it looks like at first. It took me a while to figure it out, but in reality, this isn't random at all.
It's
It's actually a hex, used
A hex?
in the Library of Babel. It's a
What?
website that contains books filled with random combinations of letters, with each book containing 1.3 million characters in total.
Oh.
However, the library contains every possible combination of these random books, even when those random combinations just so happen to form coherent words and sentences. For example, every possible combination of these seemingly random letters can form a coherent word. Now imagine doing that with over 1 million letters, and with over 1 trillion to the power of 150,000 books.
No.
Put this number into
I ain't gonna lie, Cuddy. If I had to do that, I'm sorry, Sean and James. Y'all are dead. I hope y'all are good where y'all are at, bro.
perspective, if every digit of a number was 1 foot in height, 1 trillion would be about 3 times taller than the average man, and the number of books in the Library of Babel would be about 63 times taller than Mount Everest. Because
Oh. No, I ain't gonna lie. If he just goes all this, Cuddy, he better than me. I'm not doing that shit. I ain't doing that junk.
of how incomprehensibly massive this number is, these random combinations inevitably form coherent sentences, like this script. Everything I've said so far has already been put in the Library of Babel before I ever thought of it, and that's what Verano is going for as well. By using the library, the text can't be traced back to him, because it already existed. He's just giving us directions to find it. But how do we do that? Well, there are 5 main factors in the Library of Babel. Hexes, which we got from the Google document, walls, shelves, book volumes, and pages. So if Verano is trying to lead us to a specific Library of Babel page, we just need to keep an eye out for the rest of this information.
Okay.
However, with this context in mind, that should be a lot easier to do. The most obvious thing to look for are numbers. And in this video, Verano says he's going to a mining setup, and these coordinates are likely part of the Babel text location. It's impossible to say which number correlates to which section, but there's only 3, so it'll be pretty easy to brute force an answer. So we presumably have the page, shelf, volume, and hex. Now we just need the number for the wall.
This is the most complex like ARG I've ever
the
encountered,
video,
actually.
once Verano
It's
goes to the
interesting.
mining location, he digs a hole straight down, and once he stops, he hits every wall once and starts digging this direction. If we count the first wall he hit as 1 and count up from there,
2,
he dug through
3,
wall 1, which is probably his way
4.
of informing us what wall to pick in the library. If we take all of this information to the library,
What? Now it's camera shy, dog. Now it's camera shy. Now it's camera shy. Now it's camera shy. Come on, bro. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off, dog. Don't piss me off. It's not even an ad, a video. It's a. These ads are gonna be the death of me, dog. They're gonna be the death of me. They're gonna be the death of me. They're gonna be the death of me. Pissing me off, Gutty. Pissing me off, bruh. And now my connection killed itself. Pissing me off, dog.
his way of informing us what wall to pick in the library. If we take all of this information to the library, this hex and this wall, combined with this combination of page, volume, and shelf numbers, leads us to this text. At first, it seems like a random combination of A's and B's, but it's actually just basic binary. Due to the fact that the Library of Babel doesn't include numbers, I guess Verano had to translate the 0s to A's and 1s to B's. But once it's decoded, it leads to yet another link, containing 2 more videos. One of the videos takes place in the real world, and the other
What if this is all one elaborate, like, I don't know, bro. Like the last video after these like hordes of convoluting, decoding, deciphering, trying to put 2 and 2 together. It's just one massive dick pic.
Takes place in-game. But we'll start with the one that takes place in the real world, as based on the dates, it was actually recorded before the one that was recorded in-game. In the video, we can see Verano being somewhat paranoid, peeking out windows, whispering, and trying to avoid making sounds. Around the middle of the video as well, we see yet another link similar to the one from the recording inside of his car. The link is also encrypted by yet another substitution cipher that uses this key. It's every letter in the alphabet as they appear on a standard QWERTY keyboard, but in reverse.
Who be coming up with these ciphers, Cuddy? It's every letter on the keyboard but reverse? Bro, how unemployed do you have to be to come up with this? How bored do you have to be? Like, genuinely, who comes up with this? This code is going to be a regular code, but it's every alphabet in the keyboard. Reversed. Like, dog.
Following this link leads to another video on the server, with even more seemingly random gameplay. However, given the context of the last video, it's pretty easy to decipher. In the video, he walks into a room with 4 chests, each having a number, and he opens chest number 1. Inside is a book on the 5th row, in which he mentions 2 seemingly arbitrary numbers, day 31, and on page 50, the coordinate 234. And also, he has some random instructions on the same page. However, when you follow them, you get nothing of any real value, so my only guess is that this is nothing more than a red herring. I know that because all of the other information already leads to a comprehensible library of Babel page by using the chest number as a wall, a hex found in the audio of the video when turned into a spectrogram, the book slot being the shelf number, and the 2 numbers inside being the page and volume number.
God damn, Cuddy, all these goddamn notes to figure out what happened to 2 schmutz. What if they were just like, dude, they were just playing hooky. That's it, or whatever the case may be, dude. They just got off. They wanted to explore a real world for like a week, bro, and this is what comes up from it. Would my friends put this much effort? I should call Carter. I should call my friends, actually. Like, would they put much, like, this much effort to, like, looking for me if I disappear? Hell no. Damn, where'd he go? I don't know. And that'll be the end of it, Cuddy. My story forever will never be told again.
Like before, this page contains binary encrypted text with the 0s being A's and the 1s being B's, and forms yet another Google Doc link. But this time, it doesn't lead to another video. Instead, it leads to something much, much darker.
Ah! Move!
2 death reports. One Sean Edward Baker and one James Arlaire Steele. The cause of death for both being suicide.
No!
But how?
Wait, Sean was unemployed? What does O mean? Occupation? Oh, Cuddy had no job. Damn, Sean. Damn. His name is Albert or Arlert.
How? When? They're both dead? But Cyber said Skizra was busy after he went missing.
Bro, it's Cipher! He's the main guy! I'm telling you, Cuddy! It's him! I feel like Dokes and Dexter, bruh.
Did he die between now and then? And how did Skizra not know Breezy died? Nothing is making any sense. But there is still one video left. And based on the title, it's the last video he recorded on the server.
Okay.
So hopefully it contains some answers. In this video, he logs on as per usual and instantly strikes out and search for Wheezy, presumably to tell him that Skizra was dead.
Wheezy! Jane Edgesy, step outside! Oh yeah, Wheezy.
But that's when everything falls apart.
What happened? Wheezy, where you at? It's Cipher, dog. It's about to be Cipher. It's Cipher. It's Cipher. It's Cipher. It's Cipher. What? Wait, huh?
Skizra is online.
Wait, what?
Wheezy asks him where he's been, and he replies that his parents have been going through things, and as a result, he couldn't log on. Shortly after that, Verano logs off. And if our timeline is right, on the same night, he goes missing. But how is that possible? We just saw that Skizra was dead, isn't he? The video hiding the death reports was created before we saw him log on again, so he couldn't have died after this.
I mean, low-key, maybe.
But how can a dead man play Minecraft? Well,
I don't know.
There are a lot of loose ends we've yet to tie up, and in doing so, I think we can finally put this thing to rest. First off, the secretive conversations with Cyber. There are many of these throughout the entire series, and the common denominator between all of them is that Cyber is a part of them or initiates them. Based on this, his false information, and the secretive nature of these conversations, I want to pose a theory. This server isn't just a server. It's a psyop run with the sole intent of pushing people to their mental limits.
Wait, what?
Now, before you call it crazy, hear me out. For one, Cipher consistently has hushed conversations with the other members, frequently trying to start conversations or suggesting things that he can't disclose in public chat. On top of that, he's frequently pushing blatant lies onto the members to spin false narratives. Breezy changing servers, Skizro being busy, and Wheezy not being Skizro's friend. And of course, the biggest reason, 2 of the members died by suicide within a month. Whether this server is simply a maniacal plot by Cyber alone, or if Cyber is just a pawn in the game, is impossible to say. But I think it's reasonable to assume that this server is run on malice, and Cyber is either the machine or a cog within it. But if that's true, then why go after Verano?
So evil chat.
It would make sense that they want him gone because he was trying to expose
he knows too much, yeah.
Why not just ban him and change servers so that he has nothing to expose?
It'd be too easy.
The server could easily be covered up by simply claiming it was a toxic server with trolls. So why go through the effort of literally hunting him down? Well, what if they weren't trying to cover up just the server? What if they don't want people to die, and Breezy was just an experiment gone too far? It would make more sense that the server is designed to test manipulation tactics rather than cause people to die, and covering up a suicide is far more difficult than covering up what can easily be brushed off as internet toxicity.
That's true.
But how can that be the case? Skizro commits suicide too, so clearly the server is still causing problems. But what if it isn't? If the server was trying to cover up Breezy's suicide, killing Skizro would just be another part of that. He was the one who alerted Verano to Breezy's situation, despite Cyber's efforts to convince them all otherwise. Plus, Skizro didn't seem like he was being manipulated at all, talking about how the server was sketchy, noticing the lies being told about his friend, and warning Verano about the server. He was the hole in their plan to cover up Breezy's death, and they had to patch it up. If all of this is true, then we have every piece of the puzzle laid out right in front of us. And I think I can finally explain how they go together. Let's start with one fateful day. A few weeks before Verano joined the server. Breezy is still alive. Remember what Skizro said about him. Someone on the server was talking to him a ton, and after that, he went inactive everywhere. Now, the problem is, Breezy wasn't just having any old friendly conversation. He was being manipulated by Cyber, an operative for the small-scale psychological operation taking place on this server.
Do you think the operative actually chose the skin, or was it chosen on him like at a whim? I don't know, like... I just find the whole situation kind of funny. I'm about to terrorize some children. Let's see, what skin do I use? The McDonald's skin? Let's do the Skyda's Minecraft skin. Oh no, this skin will do.
He talks to everyone, trying to test their mental limits and resistance. But Breezy is more susceptible than the rest, and things go horribly wrong. Cyber overstepped, and Breezy hits his breaking point and couldn't find any other way to escape, and ended his life. A true tragedy, but this is just the start. Cyber—
But like, what did he do though? Cause it wasn't like Cipher was actively being mean from the things that we've seen from Verano's point of view, right? Like Cipher was for real chilling. Like he seemed like a regular, like bland Tim Duncan ass guy.
And the operation aren't over. A member dying is a disaster, and so the cover-up begins. A story is formulated and circulated among the other members about Breezy's decision to abandon them and visit another server. But little do they realize, Skizro knows more than they think. Weeks pass, and every day he gets no replies from his friend. But he doesn't know what to say or who to warn. And that is where Verano comes in. A new member joins the server through the forum page, and Skizro instantly wants to get them into his domain. As soon as the opportunity presents itself, he invites Verano to live with him. And the very next day, he regales him with the story of his friend. What he doesn't know is that the people or person running this operation can see everything, and this mistake leads to yet another tragedy. The operators have to stop this leak, lest their cover-up be a failure and headlines nationwide expose the server for causing a suicide. So they go all in, killing Skizro and framing it as yet another suicide to keep the operation in the dark. A mentally flimsy teenager committing suicide because of the loss of his friend doesn't raise any eyebrows or put blame on them, and it seems to work at first. But
well, maybe it's because he lived in Oklahoma. That also adds to the effect.
Cover-up doesn't go as smoothly as planned.
Or adds to, like, the cover-up.
Verano isn't so easily convinced. And once he saw the conflicting stories between Wheezy and Cyber, he was all but sure something was afoot. And so began an investigation. He finds fragments of the truth. Lufit being encouraged to do things by Cyber. Wheezy being forced to lie about his friendship with Skizro. And Breezy's own words written on signs being wiped away as he finds them. He learns that investigation into the server simply won't work, so he takes his research into real life. He gets Breezy's name from Savalet, Skizro's name from Wheezy, and then his fears become reality. Both of them are confirmed dead by suicide.
Honey Bunches of Votes presents Teens.
Okay.
so funny and accurate. That's so shut up, bro.
And the truth of this server becomes apparent to him. He needs to get the truth out, but he knows what kind of people he's up against, and so he formulates a plan.
Okay.
He knows if he goes public with the truth, then it'll just be buried, so he needs to do it secretly, hiding his evidence in private documents encrypted multiple times over. But he's too late. When he sees Skizro's hijacked account log in, he knows that the second half of this cover-up is in full effect, and he is the hole that needs to be patched. He acts faster, encrypting everything he needs in such a way that nobody will be able to find it for years. And with everything he's found secured for the future to find, he runs for his life, driving away and recording one last video in the process.
But why did he get out the car?
Warning us of his situation and giving us a start so that we can find his research and reveal what he couldn't. But as he reaches the end of the road, he realizes that he's trapped. He starts a live stream so that if these are indeed his final moments, they won't be lost. Then he's attacked, and Verano's plan works, throwing his phone away and breaking it so that the stream is published automatically, being re-uploaded before it can be scrubbed along with the other few videos he published for us to start with. The operators managed to silence Verano, but the cover-up is already a failure. His findings were lying in wait for someone to find.
President Trump.
And thanks to the persistence of those who re-uploaded his videos, we found it. The truth of Verano's disappearance. The truth of Breezy and Skizro's deaths. And the reality of this server. A server built on lies and deceit.
Yep,
made
SMP Live.
for the sole purpose of pushing people to the brink. Finally exposed in all of its terrible reality. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing.
But I'm curious as to why and how. Because Cipher, it didn't even look like they were pushing him to their breaking point. Oh, wrong thing. But, like, Cipher was being, like, mad chill, to be honest. You know? It didn't even look like he was pushing them to their breaking point at all. From my point of view. You know what I'm saying, bruh? Like, I don't know. What was Cipher doing that was so great? He said, like, I don't know. He said, like, a controversial take. Maybe, like, imagine the other people were just mad soft. Cipher just came up to him. Hey, your building kind of sucks. What? Dies. Oh.
On a more serious note, even though this is just a video, manipulation can happen to anyone, and it does. It's tragic, but it's true. What isn't true is the idea that your life is worthless.
What?
Nothing can make that true. So don't let anyone convince you of it. Not
Thank you, buddy.
someone like Cyber, not a stranger, not a friend.
But let Hoodie Do convince you. If you made Namor Marvel Rivals, you are useless. If your name is Tim and you're a barber, bro, let me chill. I made amends. I'm not gonna reopen Pandora's box.
But most importantly, not yourself.
Yay! Yippee! Yippee! No end credits? Okay, let's see the comments. I'm curious on what to say. The Library of Babel inclusion was genius. Saying not yourself and switching into a black screen so you can see a reflection of your face is really smart. Oh no, I couldn't see, dog, but the sun was in my face. Guys, I have a feeling this guy likes Minecraft story mode. Do use overseas. Why would Verano be afraid of them? I don't know, man. Someone get out their car and start spending that minute. That's what I'm saying, Cuddy. I'd be spread. Cuddy, an Extentacion picture in 2025, bruh. You know what? To each your own. But like, bruh, golly. I'd be scared too. Like, I just imagine going to like the 4th of July park, bruh, chilling. Middle of the night. I hear a car close, turn around, it's a guy already got me full speed. I'm scared too. Huh? If you aren't scared, Cuddy, you're weird. But fellas, that's Grab It today's video. If you liked the video, like the video, like the video. Hold on. There's a foot vein, let the thing glide. But the only real change come from inside. But the only real change come from inside. But the only real change come from Jerry's on chain, that's even cry. But the only real change come from inside. But the only real change come from inside. But the only real change come from son. Got a new gun, this one around and I lately been working on my anal kill a bar, but a bar, and me and myself, I'm the ball. That's it off and regain myself, I fall.